I like to know where people stand so I know how to treat you accordingly.
They be trying to do it, I'm just doing me. I be working hard and they just want it free.
Be competitive with yourself.
If you saw my video, I think I posted it earlier today or yesterday, depending on time you're gonna actually watch it. A bit of news, a bit of sad news, confusing news, personal news from my end. So today I try to live it up a little bit. I wanted to go shopping. Not saying that makes, things go away. But I was like, you know what? I want to treat myself. I want to get myself a jacket. You see this jacket behind me right here? All this is like, I love, this is my favorite style jacket. This style is like a bomber-ish style jacket, but I don't necessarily want it to be puffy. I got a few puffer jackets that are really nice. I got a whole bunch of jackets like that. Some of them are a little thicker, different. I mean, they could even be more affordable brands like Old Navy. That one right there is actually a H&M jacket. If you look right here, I'm not really into all these silver buckles and stuff like that. But if you look, it's kind of like an off-white, kind of creamish, beigeish type of hue. I wore these today. These are one of my favorite shoes or sneakers, whatever you want to call them. These are Alexander McQueen's. And they're pretty hard to get. These are definitely my favorite. You can pretty much wear them with anything, jeans, all that good stuff. These are, if you see my video where I talked about, though, I had white ones. Hold on. I had white ones. I mean, not white ones. I had black ones, and they fit actually a little bit tighter, but these are my favorite. I have this colorway as well. They look really good with stuff like lighter colors. I got light jeans on, and I got the light, we just call cream jacket. And yeah, it goes well. So the weather where I'm at on the East Coast is kind of weird. It's like 1 minute it's hot, next minute it's like it's spring now, but it really feels like spring. Then next thing you know, it feels like winter. Then it starts raining and storming. It's very confusing. So today and the past few days it's been very cold. So I got these very nice. I got a few Burberry jackets that are big puffer jackets. One of them is a little bigger and more puffy, and one of them's a slightly less puffy. But they're oversized jackets to the point where they do keep you warm. But sometimes it's like, I got all this hair and stuff. Them jackets got hoods on them. You can take the hoods off, but they're still like hitting you right in your neckline like that. And it's covering you up, bundling you up. And it's for a purpose. And I get it. I like it. But there are times where I don't want all that, all around me type. I want to feel a little more like free and not so bundled up, if that makes any sense. And it looks like super winter looking. I want to look a little relaxed sometimes. So I'll pick a jacket like this. The problem is like today in the morning, it felt good to just have a light coat on. Some people crazy wearing shorts and flip flops with the toes out. That's not me. It was way too cold for that. So, yeah, I actually started getting cold. So I wish I had a thicker version of that or something slightly thicker. So there's a couple custom Letterman style jackets that I've been meaning to make for my brand. I just haven't done it yet. They're actually in the works, but I don't have them completed and stuff like that. Long story short, they cost nowhere near the amount that what I invested into today. I was in the ballpark of thinking. I looked at a Givenchy jacket. I looked at a shoot, I forgot the name. What's the brand that does like the bones and all that stuff? Amiri. I tried to look at a Amiri jacket. The problem is I went to a few boutique stores and they just didn't have anything in stock. Everything they had was like, if it was like I went to a Balenciaga store. I have a pair of Balenciaga shoes, but I am not actually a fan of Balenciaga that much. I actually have 2 pairs of Balenciagas, but as a whole, I'm not that big of a fan. I don't like how their clothes fits and looks. It kind of looks droopy and sloppy. I like stuff a little more on the fitted side. Not saying tight, but I don't like it baggy. You know what I'm saying? So this is the dilemma I got. The pickup that I made today, my budget was around $1,000 to $2,000 around there. So I looked at there's a Burberry jacket, right? It's the same style, but a bit thicker, kind of fits like a varsity jacket type material. And it has like 2 Bs. It has 2 Bs. And if you didn't know it was a Burberry jacket or didn't know that brand very well, you might not even know it was a Burberry. So for me, it's not that I needed to scream that it's a Burberry, but when you pay top dollar, at least what I think is expensive, I feel like you kind of want to see it in the dollar amount, and if that makes any sense, right? You want to know what you pay for a little bit here and there, not know like flashy, super out of this world stuff, but you kind of want to know what you got. It just make you feel a little better. At least it makes me feel better, right? So they didn't have it in my size. I don't know if it had a season. I got to order it. I hate ordering stuff and waiting for it to come in, or I hate buying something blindly and then getting it and then being disappointed. And it's like this whole long cycle. I just want to buy it, get it, and leave. That's it. So I ended up going to, so where I was at today in another state, a lot of Louis stores now are always like, well, there's a few that I go to that I got relationships with where I don't have to wait in the line. I can go in there and all that stuff, and it's not that big a deal. But in general, a lot of the Louis stores now have lines wrapped around like it's an Apple store. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, who feels like waiting 30 minutes, 40 minutes? It's ridiculous, especially those stores that have their location outdoors. And I literally waited like 40 minutes one time just to not even buy nothing, but I wanted to see what they had and all this other stuff. I think I did end up buying something. I can't remember. I think it was another belt. No. I ended up ordering it directly after I saw it in person because I wanted to see it and make sure the fit was right, etc. Right? So I go in there and then they have this particular jacket that I was interested in. Mind you, what my budget was, right? I know some of y'all gonna think this is crazy because, not gonna lie, I think it's a little crazy, but I'm kind of ignoring the idea of the price on it. I'm just kind of like not even trying to think about it. I got a lot on my mind. I'm just not worried about certain things. Yeah, I'm living life. You only got one life. You know what I'm saying? I know there's many ways that you could have probably made a better investment or whatever it is, but I mean, that's for you to do that. For me, this is what I did today. So I did this pickup and I want to share it with you. If you want to look up the jacket yourself directly, you can look it up. I'll just put the name of it in the title, and then you can figure out how much it costs and whatever else. Yeah, but let me just show you the jacket. But this is the thing. I'm very big on different brands and how they fit, right? So this particular jacket, instead of being a small, medium, large, it's actually a number. It's a 50. I don't know if 50 equates to, I think it is about a medium, but I wanted to try something. I have shorter arms, so I expected the arms to possibly be a little big, but the jacket feels a little sloppy, not here, but like kind of right here, and also a little in the arms. That bothers me a lot, but it doesn't look bad when I look at it, but the arms look pretty long and kind of a little, just too long for me a bit, right? They have their own tailor in there, and they just weren't there today, and they're saying that they could adjust certain things in the coat to make fit me a little bit better. I don't know how that's going to work because the sleeves are leather, and I just don't know. But it doesn't charge anything. Or they don't charge anything. I just got to find out when that person's there and see what they can take in, so it just fits me more personal and how I want it to fit. Excuse me. So for me personally, I don't plan on gaining a lot of weight or anything like that. So if I can get it a little more tailored, I'm not saying tailored, but just a little more towards that direction of the fit, I would probably love the jacket more. But as of right now, I purchased it, and hopefully I got to try it on again in house. But I'm gonna show you the coat. I wasn't really crazy about the logo branding on it, but I mean, everybody seemed to like it at the store. I'm not talking about people who just work there, but people were like eyeing it up and checking it out. I don't know if it's because it was pricey or because they liked it, but apparently a lot of people are trying to get the coat. It's just that they wanted bigger sizes and stuff like that. So this one is a size 50. I want to try a size 48 to see if it shrinks my sleeves a little bit. The problem is I tried so many jackets on that were 48s and they fit so weird. It's like they make the sleeves like long on purpose. All the jacket did was shrink up and get more bulky up top. It just looked weird, like a Stay Puft jacket. There was one jacket I tried on that was a medium. It was like a windbreaker kind. I really did kind of like it, but it felt borderline a little bit too small, even though it was a medium, which is my normal size I tend to go for. And it just looked too plain where you could mistake it for an Old Navy jacket or something like that. And for me, for the price tag of a few grand, it just didn't really make sense to me. Well, none of this stuff really makes sense, but you get what I'm saying. So let's stop all this talking. Let me get right to the actual pickup and let me know what you think. Bear with me on this. Is a huge bag, okay? Louis is one of my favorite brands, but I'm not very brand loyal to a T where I won't buy anything else from anybody else. Shout out to Miranda. Super cool. She was my SA today, and she took care of me pretty good. I'm not joking. I almost felt awkward, even though I knew that I was willing or could buy something. She went and grabbed so many jackets and shirts and whatever out, not shirts, but jackets and windbreakers all out the back. You would have thought she had like one of them rolling like jacket carts or something like that with hangers all over it, because she just kept carrying more and more stuff out. And a lot of times when people if they don't know you're buying something, they treat you a little funny, or they don't feel like doing all that extra work. Because I was like, damn, I could be holding her up from getting the sale from somebody else. Has so many questions. How much is this? How much is this? And yeah, I don't care how much money I could potentially ever have. I'm always gonna ask how much something is. I don't care. I'm not just the type to be swiping and paying for something and never asking about those different things. I still always want the best deal, but unfortunately, when you buy stuff from places like this, you're not gonna get any deal. It just is what it is. She hooked me up with a whole bunch of samples here. I only really personally like 2 Louis Vuitton fragrances. These right here that were provided is the Imagination. I think it's Meteore or something like that. I think I have that already. Orage, I believe it's pronounced. And I got a whole bunch of female stuff too. I can't even pronounce this, but I can't pronounce it. So I have 2, but I don't even remember what mine are called. So ombre something. So if you ever get fragrances, right? Make sure you don't go off of just how it smells on paper. It can change dramatically on your skin, on your clothes, whatever, because I wear lotions that have a slight fragrance to them. All that stuff adds up and kind of can change it. And you have different layers is what I'm learning. I've never been a super big fragrance person, but let me just tell you, that stuff can change. I had one, it was a Louis V cologne actually, or not cologne, but a fragrance, right? I had it on one day and it smelled so good. And later in the day, I was like, damn, something stinks. Something don't smell right. Come to find out, it was actually that Louis V I sprayed on me. It stunk to me. I didn't like it. And it's actually, if you look online, they say it's like the most popular men's fragrance from their line. And I didn't like it at all. I actually like a very light version of, I can't remember the name. I got to go look at my stuff. But it's 2 of them I use. One is a lighter one, and one is kind of like a traditional, typical kind of smelling fragrance that you might have smelled something similar before from different brands, but that's the one that I use often, right? So here's the box. I never purchased any type of clothes from Louis Vuitton, so I wasn't sure about fit, any of that stuff, the sizes, because again, some stuff they have is small, medium, large, or whatever, and some stuff is by numbers. So this one is a number 50, okay? This is like a garment bag or whatever, which is cool. It's just made out of cloth material. Not cloth, but like the same bags you put inside for dust bags for your purses if you buy a bag. If you've ever bought a wallet, any of that stuff. This is how she hooked me up and wrapped it up. Let me pull this out real quick. All right, this is a big box, so bear with me. I love the packaging, man. I know a lot of people don't understand this. They just look at packaging as like, who cares? I'm telling you, when you pay this type of money on certain type of things, you're going to want it. You're going to expect it. I always say this, is it ever worth it? Nah, value dollar for dollar. Like in actuality, is it really worth it? Is anything worth it? You have to find value in whatever it is you're purchasing. I found value in it for my reasons. My reasons may be different than your reasons and vice versa. You just have to know why you're doing it, and that's all that matters. So let me open this bow up. Sorry you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm not feeling too well personally about a lot of things going on in my private life. But I'm going to keep pushing. It's just that, it's part of my story, and I'm just choosing to share some of that with y'all. And the rest of it, I'm going to keep a little bit to myself. But here you go. I'm very curious what they can do with the tailor, what they can do to it, because either way, whether this is the size that I'm really going to end up wanting to go with in the long run, I still would like some of it tapered a little bit if they could, or if it's even possible. So this is the coat. Let me just take it out. This is too much mystery right here. Hold up. So here it is right here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to try it on because it's not going to make sense. You can't really see me. Actually, I probably can just put it over my shoulder. But you see this right here? I wasn't even a fan of some of these, like the way they branded it. It reminds me of like graffiti or something, but it's an LV. I love this collar. I don't know if you can see it. It's so dark. Let me see. But it has like, it like folds down. I can't explain it, but for me, that's different. Never seen that personally. Let me get out the video. Hopefully you can see it. You see the buttons. It's very hard to see. Let me show you here. One of the hardest parts in this coat is this. Look at the sleeves. And the leather feels actually really good and smooth and like super soft. You see the monogram print all over it. Hopefully you can see it. Hold up. Yeah, that's super dope. I'll just put it on just so you can kind of see it, at least from up here. You know what I'm saying? It is just a plain jacket in a sense, but there's a lot of nice, fine details that when you see it, you know this costs a bag, especially if you understand this brand. But I like it a lot. This is the tag that came with. Let me just show you. I'm just going to show you, and you can just see it for yourself. You can make your own idea or assumption about whatever it is. But this is the 50. This is the SKU or whatever you want to call it. If you want to look it up yourself, if you're interested in it, yeah, it is crazy. There's 2 pieces of luggage I need to pick up, and even those 2 pieces of luggage, one was a briefcase and one's a duffel kind of thing. Honestly, man, this still was higher than that, so that kind of like bummed me out a little bit because, again, my particular budget that I wanted to go with was not on this level. So let me just put this on real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, so it's probably very hard to see this in the video itself because it's all black and you can't see the black details in this dark lighting. But yeah, it feels pretty comfortable. The thing I like about it is it's not too heavy and it's not too light. It's something that I think I could even wear in the summertime season. As long as it's not blazing sun outside, but if it's a little colder that day or cooler, I could wear it. The thing that I wasn't sure about was the sleeves, because it does crinkle a little bit to the point where I feel like the sleeves could have been a little shorter. It's not really long, but it's a little longer than I would like. And because of that, right here in the arms, I would like this a little more tapered, but it's not a super big deal. But that's how I would have preferred the fit to be, a little more tapered. Let me know what y'all think. Avoid the price tag for a second and just look at the coat itself. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all rock with it or not? And then after you rock with it or not, then look at the price tag and be like, damn, you crazy. Or yeah, that's fire. Let me know down below. Yeah, so I wanted to punch right back in here. I didn't realize till after I walked off that I actually put the jacket on with the collars all jacked up. I can't see in the monitors because the blacks on here just look like blown out, crushed, not blown out, my bad. They look like crushed black, so I can't really see the details of the jacket I'm wearing and how it looks, and that's why I'm moving it around trying to show y'all the patch and all that stuff, and you can't even actually make it out. So I didn't realize the collar's folded over. So what I like about this collar, instead of traditional collars like on jackets like this, like varsity style coats, this has like a flap, if you can see. I mean, you never wear it rolled up. I mean, I guess you could, but I didn't realize I had it upside down and flipped around and all this stuff. So this is how it's supposed to lay, just like this. Let me make sure I'm trying to feel it because I can't see it for anything. Yeah, so and I like the clean look. I like this type of collar more than an actual like sharp collar. You know what I'm saying? I like, this is my style, my typical style that I really like and enjoy. I just love the look. It's more of a chill, like clean, to me, like a casual type clean look, if that makes any sense. So let's get right back to the video. All right. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to share more information, more entertaining information, news, life, just real human to human type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you can, man, I appreciate it. Put a like down there. You know what I'm saying? Put a comment down there. I like to comment back. I interact with almost every comment that I'm able to, and I really look at everything. Sometimes I just miss the comments because for some reason, the way the apps work, it doesn't show me certain comments, so I never even knew it was there. And sometimes I run across it by accident later, and then I'll still go ahead and reply to it. But y'all may think I'm ignoring you or whatever the case is, but no. If I didn't reply to it, 99.9999% of the time is because I actually didn't get the message. I didn't actually physically see it. So my goal is to interact, man. I'm human. I'm just like y'all. So if y'all can interact with me, man, show the page some love. Help me grow this channel, man. We grow together. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, and I'm not the type to be begging for none of that or whatever. It's just that, you know, I feel like we in this together, and I appreciate every person who supports this channel for whatever reason you found this channel for. No matter what, if it's an old video, new video, if you just rocking with me, I appreciate that too. But if you can just like, comment, share, or subscribe. I super appreciate that. And yeah, so like I always say, make sure you do everything at top level, at your top level. Remember, you're no competition with anybody except yourself. So make sure your next move is your best move, or at least your better move. Till next time. Later. Appreciate y'all.